Welcome everyone to today's Pick a Pile reading. Today is all about Mercury Retrograde. We're going to see what to expect this Mercury Retrograde season for you. If you are watching this in real time, Mercury Retrograde is beginning on the 17th, but no worries if you're watching this in the future. Mercury Retrograde happens about 3 to 4 times a year for 3 weeks at a time. So whenever you're watching this, it's the right time for you. Even if you are watching this at the time I'm posting, you can revisit this in the next Mercury retrograde. I believe that next one's at the end of November, or any in the future. So Mercury as a planet rules communication, technology, travel, contracts, and information. So you may see some glitches, some delays, some issues in these areas, but we're not here to scare you or really make this seem like a terrible thing. It does not have to be. We can be proactive, and this reading can give us some insight on what to expect so we can really use this energy to our advantage. It's a good time to revise things, revisit things from the past. Yeah, so a lot of things that do come up in Mercury retrograde, like I said, it could be delays, confusion, misunderstandings, especially in communication, and sometimes people from the past can come up. You might see exes come up. So we're going to see what's going on for you so you can get a heads up, so you can be prepared. I did film the card selection process if you want to watch that next, or if you feel drawn to a pile, you can jump right to your reading. This will be group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So pause the video if you need more time. Time symptom chapters are below, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome to the card selection portion of your Mercury retrograde reading. Let's get started. 3 groups for you, little spirit. What's going on this Mercury retrograde? Group number 1. Group number 2. Group number 3. I won't keep saying that, but yeah, this will be 1, 2, 3. You need to know. We have 2 cards for group. We'll do 2 for each of the groups. 2 for the signature. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Let's switch up the order. Group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. I will see you in the future. Welcome, group number 1, to your Mercury retrograde reading. You're drawn to this pile of cards here. We're just going to switch up the order, put these tea leaves at the very end. Oop. Okay. All right, before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You are all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What is going on this Mercury retrograde for group number 1? Ooh, okay. We have the card coming out, Trine Ease. Okay, right off the bat, I think your spirit guides are letting you know that this won't be too rough on you. Sometimes certain Mercury retrogrades are a lot more brutal to us than others. A lot of this can have to do with our placement in our charts. So this Mercury retrograde is mostly occurring in the sign of Leo. But again, you could be watching this at a different time. So those of people who have a lot of heavy Leo placement or aspects to it, really it depends on your personal chart. It could affect you differently, but I think you're going to be okay. I think this is going to be not too bad. Let's see though. Let's see what's coming up. But I like to start off with that. And then we have the 10th house authority. So the 10th house rules our career. It rules our public image, what we do out in the world. Perhaps this Mercury retrograde is happening in your 10th house. But let's see. Tell us more, Spirit. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. This is all getting unstuck. Okay. I honestly see group number 1 really using this energy wisely. And to do this Mercury retrograde, taking the time to review, reflect, to look at the past and revise things to make things easier for you. Like, where was I stuck at in the past? What problems have I overcome? And like really identifying all that you've accomplished, all that you've gone through, and really integrating the lessons that you've learned. You're really going to move forward from this time period with ease, with grace, and you're going to be taking authority of your life, and you're going to be climbing that mountain and climbing that like success, like that ladder of success I see. But this is going to be really great. You're going to get a lot of clarity, especially those of you who spend the time reflecting and reviewing here. Oops, I think my air conditioning is kicking on. I forgot to put it up. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. One thing that you guys are being called to revisit and to review, and maybe certain things in your life are no longer satisfying to you, not worth the time, not worth the effort. And you're going to be identifying that this Mercury retrograde and letting those things go, and it's going to free up energy and make life a lot more easy. And maybe this is professional burdens or things you do on the day-to-day. What's no longer aligned, what doesn't feel right to you, what doesn't bring you joy, maybe it's time to let that go and really reflect on that at this time. Again, Mercury retrograde is a great time for reflection, review, and revising. And then we have Moon Madness, avoid drama. Oh yeah, avoid drama. And I think you're going to do that. Sometimes during Mercury retrograde, people have more drama. Drama from the past revisits, exes from the past comes up again. But I see for group number one, things are going to be easy and you're going to avoid the drama that some people see during this time, but it's also guidance. Make sure you're doing that. Take yourself away from situations. Maybe you will get a text or some communication from someone, but you're just not entertaining that drama. You're like, no, thank you. I don't need that in my life. I'm not letting you disrupt my peace. I might need to zoom out a little. Let's see. Tell us more, please. We have Dragon's Horde, protecting the future. Yeah, so just saying protecting your peace. That's what you're doing. You're protecting your peace, protecting your future. You're not letting the drama in. You're not letting things in your life anymore that don't help you advance, that don't help you grow. No more things that limit you. No more people that limit you. Okay, let me make sure. Zoom out. Not perfectly centered. I apologize. With these pick-up piles, the first group is when we kind of figure out the lay of the land here. Okay, let's keep. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, you're really being called to revisit your dreams and your goals and to make your dreams even bigger. Let's say, like, I want to make $100,000. Double it. Spirit's like, it, make those dream bigger, dream huge, believe that it's possible. So take this time in Mercury retrograde again, because it doesn't seem like you're going to be having big issues, but you're going to be thinking about the future, thinking about your career and where you're going in life or what your future trajectory is. Spirit's calling you to use this time wisely, revisit your goals and make them even bigger. And again, let go of things that no longer are aligned with your goals. By revisiting your goals, then next you can see what's no longer aligned with achieving these. What can I let go of? Make my life easier and more joyful. What's causing too much drama and not any gain? Who or what can I let go of? Protect your peace, protect your future. Life lessons in growth. You will get through this. Wow, like what? This is seriously, you're coming back to what we were saying. You're integrating the lessons, you're reviewing, you're integrating, you're growing. And by doing this, you are making your life better. You are moving ahead. You are getting unstuck. And if you've been going through it, seriously, you will get through this. You will get unstuck. You will figure things out. Some things may come up this Mercury retrograde that make you realize how much you've grown. Like people from the past coming up and messaging you old drama, and you're like, this is no longer me. I don't entertain stuff like this anymore. I don't do this anymore. Like I really have grown. And Spirit's calling you to really like spend that time like looking back and seeing how much you've grown in advance and celebrating yourself and coming up with bigger goals. That's a big message here. Vulnerability, the fawn. Yeah, it can make us feel a little bit vulnerable when we look at things dead in the eye and clear and spend that time. And also getting clear, like with ourselves, what do I truly want? And we might feel maybe we have to let some things go, some people go to make our life better. And it might make us feel uncomfortable for a moment, but ultimately it's going to lead to so much ease and grace and abundance here, forward momentum, growth. So don't be afraid to be honest with yourself, honest with others. vulnerable. Card number 28, Seasons of the Witch, honoring cycles. I love this because I really do feel like this is kind of a pause in between cycles of life here. This Mercury retrograde, pause and reflection, honoring where you're at, where you've been, and where you're going. Because you're about to enter a new season where things are getting easier for you. A lot of you, your career is advancing, your life in general. It's all about the future, and you're stepping into the future and letting go. Again, what no longer serves you, integrating the lessons, honoring where you've been. Even if you didn't like where you were before, that's okay. It got you to where you're now and where you're going. And you've learned a lot, and you can integrate that now and move forward. But you guys are about to enter a new season of life that is a lot easier. And it's going to be the more time you spend with yourself, reflecting, reviewing, revising this next few weeks, the better it will go for you. You have the Three of Swords, healing. You're healing. And I think this is kind of that some of you may be hearing from someone that caused you pain in the past, but it's going to bring up some vulnerable emotions. But you're protecting your heart and protecting your future, and you're moving forward, and you're avoiding that drama. You're like, you know what? I want a life full of ease and fun and love and community and abundance, all those things. And maybe, someone did not bring you that. They disrupted your peace. They hurt you. And that might come up again. Maybe you'll hear from them, or you'll just have these feelings and emotions and memories come up. But instead of wallowing in that or getting mad again, honor where you're at, honor your emotions, let them come through. Ride the waves of emotion. And just know, like, this is part of my journey, and I grew and I learned from this. And how can I move forward in relationship or in whatever the situation's about? How can I move forward from what I've learned from this? How can I show up as a better partner? How can I attract a better partner or better experiences, better friendships? Again, however this pertains to you in your life. We have Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Haystack, Karma, you will reap what you have sown. And then Pin, new job or career. Wow. We do have this energy of 10th house and new job, career. That's really supported here. Some of you may be realizing this, that you're ready to let go of a certain career and move towards something new. And that could be what you're letting go of. That makes sense with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse too. But it's interesting we have karma coming up. You will reap what you have sown. Because we're talking about, the past here with Mercury retrograde, reviewing the past, revisiting the past. But I also think this is Spirit saying the amount of energy you put towards your growth and integrating these lessons and doing that inner work and reflection the next few weeks here during Mercury retrograde, the more advancement, the more benefit you will see. So really utilize this energy. Group number 1, I feel like it's a really powerful time for you. And you may identify areas in life where maybe you do need some help or assistance or guidance. Maybe you really do want a new job, or you want more clients or more money, or you want a better, you want to attract a relationship, and maybe it's time to get a coach or take a course or get a book or get a mentor or a therapist to really talk this through. This is a great time to speak to a therapist or someone else, because again, Mercury retrograde is a great time to revisit the past, review things, revise. And I know I keep saying that, but it really is, and it looks like there's some healing that you're going through during these next few weeks. But this is going to get, by addressing this, by feeling the emotions, riding the waves of emotion, you're going to get unstuck. You're going to realize what's next for you. So maybe there won't be a ton of activity these next 3 weeks outwardly, but you will be changing a lot, reflecting a lot on the inside. That's ultimately going to bring you into a new season of life that's more abundant, more easeful, and a lot of you are going to be heading into a new job or career or advancing in that area of life. That's for sure. All right, group number one, that concludes your Mercury retrograde reading. I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, kittyrising.com, linked below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number one. I love you. Welcome, group number two, to your Mercury retrograde reading. You're drawn to this pile of cards here. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. Spirit, what can group number two expect this Mercury retrograde season? Ooh, drawing down the moon, knowledge. You are definitely being guided to use this time to connect with your intuition, to go within, to gain knowledge by looking at the past. With Mercury retrograde, great time to review, reflect, revise. So spend time looking at the past, gaining knowledge from your past experiences, and integrating that knowledge into the future. So after this retrograde period, you can move forward with this integration and advance here, overcome some obstacles, get through anything. Let's see more about what this is about. Deep diver, diving into a task. Deep diver too, and looks like they're diving into the ocean. The water represents our emotions, so really diving deep into your emotions and seeing how you've been feeling and what's going on with you. Diving into a task too. That's interesting. So there could be a lot of energy this Mercury retrograde, really working on something, maybe revising a project, or the word renovation is coming through too. Maybe some of you guys will be working on sprucing up your place. Maybe it has to do with your work, but really diving into something and getting a project done. This would be a great supportive time for that. Oh, you got two from this deck. Full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. Ooh, I was picking up on you using past knowledge to overcome obstacles. You're going to overcome something, a personal issue. You're going to find a solution here that's going to be resolved. Tell us more. Adjustments are required. Wow, this is really perfect because, again, coming back to what we were saying, what Mercury retrograde is all about, and what how best you can utilize this energy is to review, reflect, revise. Revise equals adjust. There's things that need to be adjusted for you to overcome some obstacles, to resolve some issues. So spend some time reflecting and see what needs to change, what has worked in the past, what hasn't. How can I better do my tasks? How can I better do my job? How can I better show up in this relationship? And make those adjustments, and you will really thrive here. And you will find a way through and overcome whatever has been going on. And call healer, seer, priestess, or priest, priestess, priestess, soul purpose. Ooh. Some of you are finding your calling, finding your purpose by diving deep, by going within. Maybe some of you have been on a certain path that's no longer aligned. You're feeling pulled in a new direction, and that's where these adjustments are required here. A lot of you are healers in your own way. And it's interesting, we have seer here, and we have drawing down the moon, connecting with your emotions. Your intuition is going to be really heightened at this time. I think a lot of you are already very intuitive. Pay attention to what you're seeing, what you're feeling. Dive deep into those feelings, those emotions, those visions you're having. It will help get you clarity on what needs to be adjusted, how to overcome whatever is going on. And also, for a lot of you, it will lead you to your purpose. Some of you might really realize during this time frame that you want to go down a different path. We have stability, Ganesha, card number 7. Stability. I'm really drawn to this lotus here. A lot of you may know this, but lotuses grow out of the muddy, murkiest water, and it doesn't look like there'd be much chance of life there, but then it blooms into something beautiful. So maybe life has been a little chaotic, a little dirty, a little messy, but you're about to really bloom here, have more stability in your life. It'll take some adjustments, some reflection, some revisions, trusting your intuition, but you are really being guided that way. For number 34, the Witch Hunter, danger. Really pay attention to your intuition. It's going to tell you when something is not right for you, when things are no longer aligned with you. I feel like your spirit guides are calling you to look at patterns, to look at, see behavioral patterns. Perhaps this has to do with a specific person in your life. They might be coming about again or wanting to get back together, or maybe you're just feeling like I'm being pulled to leave this person and go in a new direction. Take a look, reflect on their patterns. Do they normally treat you poorly or not show up, or do their words really have any meaning? Are they just old talk, no action? Look through patterns. This could even be looking at your own self. But before making any sudden decision here or anything like that, take time to reflect and to review. Also, this can be a warning sign to be more vigilant during this Mercury retrograde, especially when you're doing tasks here. It's not uncommon for there to be technological glitches and issues with like emails or things not saving or losing documents or having car issues. So, and we have a horse here. This is, mode of travel. Spirit's calling you to give yourself extra time when traveling this Mercury retrograde. Also, double check things before you send. Continuously save your documents as you're working on something. Since this is aligned here, I think that is really what this is about. I don't see this as like danger to your physical safety. For some of you, though, if you have been putting off getting your car oil changed or whatever being looked at, you don't put that off any longer. Get that taken care of. Dive in, get that task done. Okay, that makes sense. Let me see here. Okay, let's get some more cards for you. Tell us more, please. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And I love how this is coming right underneath a personal issue reaches resolution. You're going to find a way out. You might feel like you're at a dead end. you're stuck, things are painful, you don't know what to do, you're going to reach a resolution. And whatever's been going on, whatever's been tough. Sometimes the Ten of Swords in reverse can talk about dodging a bullet. Dodging a tough situation. And that goes back to, really spending time thinking like, is this right for me? Is this person right for me? Have they truly changed? Or, take how it resonates to your situation. But I can see that happening. But so sleep on it, before making a big decision, or do that reflection. Think twice. But again, you're going to resolve something that's been keeping you really stuck. And then we have second house business finances. Ooh, okay. And we also have the card stability that came out a few moments ago. And that there could be more financial stability coming, figuring out how to make some adjustments to make more money. Maybe that's the personal issue. Maybe there's been issues with business or issues with finances. Getting work done or making money. There could be some adjustments that are required in how you spend your money and budgeting and your workflow, maybe in offerings you do. Sometimes when we have money issues or fears around that, we don't look at it. We don't take time to even think about how much we have or what we're spending. We just avoid. For those of you that's resonating with, which I know won't be everyone, but you're being called to take a look at that, to review things and to be knowledgeable about what's going on. And that's the way forward here. About the storm here. You might hear my wind chimes out there. Then we have Aquarius, collaborate. Right. Yeah, there might be someone coming in that wants to work with you. Something with money, collaboration. Again, this could be relationships of any kind, but since it's coming right after this here with business finances, there might be an opportunity to work with someone. And just make sure you're double checking everything. If there's legal contracts, rereading them before you sign it, sleep on it, before you make any big decisions. And you'll be okay. This is just Spirit looking out for you to double check things, triple check things, take your time with making decisions. Think about people's past behaviors. Are they someone you really do want to go into business with or a relationship with? Use your intuition and also, a combination of looking at the past. And you're going to be okay. Or it's a little out of the frame, but it's okay. We have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is very vigilant. He's like about to get out of that sea. He's watching what's going on, about to give commands, like ready to jump up when any action is needed. So Spirit's just calling you to be more vigilant these next few weeks. You also could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Aquarius energy coming through. The second house energy is a little bit of Taurus, Cancer. Now we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, all these court cards. So this can be Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. When the Page of Pentacles comes up reverse, sometimes this can be maybe having to invest some money into something. And it could, since it's a page, it could be into learning something new, a course, or maybe something to do with your business. This could also be saying, Spirit supporting that message earlier in a way. This could be immaturity around resources, around finances. And again, this is Spirit confirming that it's time to look at this honestly, address it, look at what's going on, make adjustments when needed, come up with a plan, come up with a budget, and be more vigilant with all of that. And, then you'll be able to reach resolution, come up with a plan, and move forward here and have more stability. Oh, look at this. Well, family wishes come true. Hey, expect a family wish to come true. Maybe it has to do with your finances. And then we have wreath, sorrow over a loss. So again, with Mercury retrograde, things from the past can come up. Sorrow, we can be looking at what we no longer have. And Spirit's calling you to feel through those emotions, you know. And if you need to, you can talk to people about it or just collaborate here. And even though things from the past will come up, Spirit doesn't want us to stay in the past. We can learn, we can grow, and you will. The past will no longer be keeping you stuck. Things are going to work out for you. Spirit's just calling you to be more vigilant. Use the knowledge of the past, use your intuition, and things are going to work out. We have personal issue is resolved, family wishes come true, stability, finances. So I do think there is going to be some energy of past relationships coming up for you at some points. For some of you with that, might make you feel a little bit into your emotions. But instead of just thinking that's a sign that you need to go back to this person, I think it's coming up for a reason so you can learn from it, integrate it, know what patterns to look for moving forward in relationships. Maybe this is business or love or friendship or family, whatever it is. And you're going to be just fine when you utilize all this information today. Be more vigilant, double check things, listen to your heart, this Leo energy we're in. Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. And you're going to get through this Mercury retrograde just fine. All right, group number 2, that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, kittyrising.com, linked below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 2. I love you. Welcome, group number 3, to your Mercury retrograde reading. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You are all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What can group number 3 expect this Mercury retrograde? Full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay. It seems like you guys are going to be finding a good balance here with your spiritual practice, mindfulness, the self-care, and also getting your tasks done. And this can be really done by, really spending time reviewing, like, where is there an imbalance in my life? Am I working too much? Am I maybe too much into the spirituality? That sometimes happens. People can just really get into it and then get away from all their mundane tasks and neglect certain areas of life otherwise. So Spirit's calling you to review that. Is there an imbalance in your life, and how can you bring more balance in? Ooh, birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? Ooh, this is a great thing to reflect on. The actual journal prompts is coming through for you. What are you being called to create? Some of you might be called to create maybe a spiritual business in some way, or something that has to do with spirituality and practicality, like grounding your dreams into reality. Maybe before they're just dreams, but Spirit's like, no, spend this time reflecting. You can create the life you want. You can create whatever this is. Birth your dreams into reality. I can't kind of move the light. Let me try and move it closer. Sorry if you noticed that. Look at this. Perception, the dreamer. What are you dreaming of? How can you ground your dreams into reality? this makes so much sense, all of these together. It's time to ground that into reality. And this is the time to reflect, to come up with a plan, to get clear on your dreams and see how you can ground them into reality. Wow, this is really cool. The third eye is highlighted here. What is your intuition telling you? What is your heart telling you? Some of you may literally be getting dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe write them out. Card number 43, the blood trail, magnificence. Trail. Making me think of your path, your life path, your soul path. You are headed towards magnificence. But I feel like there's this energy. Look at all these eyes being closed. It's time to open our eyes. Ground in reality. Because I feel like a lot of people here, we do have big dreams. We're very spiritual, very in tune. We're really high up in our chakras, right? We need more balance. And we need to bring into reality our creations, really tap into our sacral center here. Interesting, okay. The Tower in reverse. So in the past, things happened. We had issues, things fell apart. We had the Tower moments. And maybe that kind of took us off our path for a while. And now I think Spirit's saying it's time for us to rebuild our life. And this could also be looking in the eye what happened before, what these Tower moments were, and really be like, what was the significance of this? What lessons am I to learn, and how can I integrate these lessons moving forward? Like maybe in the past a business failed or a relationship failed, and that could be maybe preventing us from going after a new business or a new career or a new love or friendship, whatever it is. But instead of just letting that stop us from living our dreams, what can we do to learn and grow from that and use it to our advantage, even though it sucked at the time? Like, there's so many lessons we've learned, and we can grow from that, and we can move forward using that knowledge so we don't encounter the same situations again and have better outcomes. Virgo, grounded healer. Maybe some of you are Virgos, but you guys are definitely healers in some way. Group number 3. Oops. Let me push this up. Back on that in a second. Sorry if it's not fully in center, but you are healers. And it's time to embrace that. I feel like create your life. Virgo energy can sometimes be a little anxious or in their head. Anxiety can be a big thing, and maybe anxiety and fear has been stopping you from creating what you want, from following your dreams. You're being called to ground it. Yeah, the word grounding is coming up. Ground your dreams in reality. You have the power to rebuild your life. And some of you have wanted to do something, and maybe you did try in the past, but it didn't work then. And you're being called to revisit that project. You can do things differently now. Try it again. You have more knowledge, more experience. Revisiting something that didn't work out in the past. That really could be a theme for you guys this Mercury retrograde. Gemini energy now coming through. Cross-pollinate. It's interesting. We have the 2 signs that are ruled by Mercury showing up. Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury. So collaboration with others, working with others, cross-pollinate. Cross-pollinate too is making me think like combining your spiritual side with your practical side. And bees are hard workers and they really create something together. So I feel like there's something with working with others, working hard at your dreams, coming up with a plan. Tell us more, Spirit. Wow, the Emperor. I just said plan. Yeah, Spirit wants you to come up with a plan to really revisit something you've wanted before, a dream. Maybe some of you this is a new dream, but a dream that you've had. Come up with this dream, and think of a plan. How can I ground this into reality? How can I make this happen? And what have I learned from the past that I can integrate to make it work even better or bigger than other things in my life? Like coming up with a plan, being consistent, being disciplined with it, like that is a focus for you. Aries energy coming through. And then we have Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. For some people, it won't be everyone, this is going to be revisiting a past love. The Ace of Cups could be a loss of love. So there's something really, yeah, some people might be revisiting a past relationship. Or even if it's not with the same person, it's really healing, from that past relationship and seeing what you've learned from that so then you can move forward and create new love, new relationships. And not let this past one stop you from creating, beautiful companionship. Yeah, some of you may be hearing from someone from the past, and of course, use your discernment. But for everyone, I think it's just revisiting something in the past that maybe caused you some pain, made you feel unhappy in some sense, and maybe it's been painful to address that, but by looking at it, you can heal some of that pain and also learn the lessons that came from it. That pain wasn't all for nothing. And maybe some of you just have been lonely and you want to create new relationships, friendships, love. You get more work clients, whatever it is. So coming up with a plan, how can I meet more people? How can I build relationships? There, even with relationships, and you can come up with a plan. I'm going to join these community events. I'm going to join these dating sites or friendship sites, put myself out there more. It is all possible. You have to believe in it, come up with a plan, and stick to it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at this moon dance celebration. Wow, I really think by the end of Mercury retrograde, you're going to have something worth celebrating. You're going to be like, I achieved this. I moved forward on my path. I met new people. I built my business, or I'm starting it. Like it's going to be worth the effort. It's going to be so worth the effort. And look, we have a couple right here. Some of you really might be ready for love after this. Really meeting someone, having fun with someone. Wow, it's pouring outside. Okay, let me see. Is this all? All right, what else, Spirit? Look at this, stars in the sky, limitless possibility. You guys, your spirit guides are like, you can achieve anything, group number 3. You can be anything, do anything, experience anything. There is limitless possibility in the world. Coming back to what we were just saying, you have to believe in yourself and then take action. Ground your dreams into reality. I think a lot of you are big dreamers. great imagination, great intuition, but we need to ground our spirituality with our practicality with this Emperor energy and not let emotions overwhelm us or the past. And again, we can use the past to grow and evolve and not keep us down. That's a big theme this period of time for you. Let's see what the final cards are for you. Seek out information that will help you. Yes, that's part of this planning process. Again, some of this information that will help you will be revisiting the past and what you've learned and how you can grow. But also, like, if you are wanting to date, maybe follow some dating coaches online, or if you're wanting more money, like financial stuff, get some books, join courses, watch videos on it, ask people who are an authority in the topic. That's a great way to get started. You got this. And then we have tent, temporary situation. And that's interesting. Like, again, this is only a few weeks we're talking about. This is temporary, and maybe it will be uncomfortable to make these changes, to be honest with yourself, to put yourself out there. It's all temporary, and it'll lead to something really great here. And also, if you're going through any issues or any sadness, or also if emotions come up, past emotions come up during this time frame, it is temporary. It's okay to feel through them and let them go through you, instead of just harboring that. It'll all be temporary. I know it's upsetting sometimes to address things, but it's all temporary. Let it flow so you can grow. Wow, okay. I feel like that rain right now is symbolic in some way. Such a cleansing energy. And also, it's like the tears is cleansing, like it's just letting go of what you've been harboring, holding on to, regulating your nervous system, cleansing away what no longer serves you. So, this Mercury retrograde, take that time to revisit your dreams. What do you truly want? And don't limit yourself. Dream big. And then come up with a plan and use the past to help you. And by the end, you're going to really have something to celebrate. All right, group number 3. Woo! That concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, kittyrising.com. I will link that down below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 3. I love you.